Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to discuss with you the 5 most effective ways to speak to the universe, to talk to the universe, to connect with that creation, that creator source energy that many of us call God, universe, creator source. So thoughts turn into things. So how do we control what we're thinking about? How do we be mindful enough to get the results that we desire? This is where the fun begins. So the first way to effectively speak to the universe is using energy, using your energetic field. Now, the law of vibration and the law of attraction, these are dance partners that are constantly doing this beautiful dance together and paying attention to the frequency that you and I are emitting. So if you are thinking thoughts of joy and love and higher vibrational thoughts, that's what you can expect to receive back. The same thing happens if you're thinking about fearful things or if you're worrying and you're in a lower vibrational state. That law of attraction will grab that and pull more of it into your field. So that's a pretty tricky thing, but you do have control over it. The key is being aware of what frequency you are emitting. What are you putting out there? What are you giving out to the cosmos to give back to you? Okay. So when you can become aware or conscious of what you're emitting, then you have the power to shift it. So energy is the first way to effectively speak to the universe. The second way to speak to the cosmos is through prayer and meditation. Now, these two things are really, really important. And what this does is it builds a bridge between you and that beautiful, beautiful power outside of yourself. It builds a relationship, a heartfelt connection between you and God, you and the universe. So when it comes to prayer, this doesn't have to be anything sophisticated or perfect by any means. Prayer can be very simple, but you want it to be heartfelt. One of the most powerful prayers that you can even say is thank you. 2 words, thank you. Say it with your heart, with everything in you, and treat this relationship with the universe like a friend, like you are cultivating this give and take with a friend. So I always like to remind people this, it doesn't have to be elaborate and structured and perfect. You can't get it wrong. You cannot get it wrong when you're praying and meditating, so, take any pressure off of yourself on this. Now, when you're meditating, this is like the time in which you are listening back for information, for guidance, for aha moments, for guidance from the universe. So it's kind of like the praying is putting out and the meditation is bringing in, so to speak. Okay, so that's the second way to effectively speak to the universe. Number 3, I love this, visualization. Visualization. See it in your mind's eye. See what you want. See the desires of your heart in detail in your mind's eye. And just use your imagination and really get creative with this. Picture the details. Let's say, for example, that you were trying to manifest a new home. So picture this beautiful home, and then picture yourself walking through the door of your new home as though it's already yours. Picture yourself walking in, looking at the various paint colors, maybe running your hand across the wall and feeling the texture of the walls, bringing in those sensations. So you want that emotion combined with what you're seeing. So, I mean, like virtual reality, really. So bring all of the emotion that you can into this powerful, powerful gift of what your mind's eye can do. So you're engaging your emotions. And there's a saying that I love when it comes to visualization and thinking about what it is you want. And what that says is live in the state of the wish already fulfilled. Live in the state of the wish fulfilled. Allow your mind and your heart to feel those things that you truly desire. And if you can stay in alignment and teach yourself to do this as much as you can, and you don't have to get it perfect either, but if you can be aware enough to recognize when you need to make an adjustment, you are going to hit some of those targets and those beautiful desires that you have put out to the universe and put out into the quantum field. You are going to align with something. It's just, it's science. I mean, it's going to happen. So it's a very exciting thing, really. And so many people don't understand that you have more control than you realize. So the fourth way, let's get to the fourth way that you can really speak to the universe. Now, this is through affirmations. You can speak them. You can write them on paper. I love to write them on paper. It's like that really reinforces things. But write down what it is that you want and feel that as you're writing that down. Tell yourself these things throughout the day. You can't overdo it when it comes to affirmations, because what this is doing, it is retraining and rewiring your subconscious mind. And affirmations have this neat way also of dissolving limiting beliefs that you may have. They will begin to override these limiting beliefs, such as, well, I'll never be able to have that, or there's no way I could do that. You tell yourself that you can do it enough, and it will dissolve that old limiting belief. And again, these are things you can try. These are tried and true techniques that work. They work. And it's just so beautiful to have this at your disposal, you know. So let's see, anything else? Oh, another thing about affirmations and speaking to the universe this way. One that I really love to use, and I like to say, is show me how good it can get. Universe, God, source, show me how good it can get. Wow me. I am ready to be wowed. My arms are open to you. You know, things like that. Tell yourself these things and make sure that you are emitting the right frequencies for the universe to catch that, for God to, clinch into that and pull more of that into your field. Okay, so the fifth way, the final way, and this one's really beautiful too, of being able to communicate and talk properly to the universe is through a letter. So with this letter, what you're going to do is you are going to write a heartfelt letter to the universe, to God. You're going to put your raw, your heartfelt feelings into it. You're not going to hold back. You're going to write what it is that you want, what you wish, what you want to see coming into your field. You're going to write all of these things down, and you're going to describe in detail what it is that you want. And as you're writing your letter, you know, take your time with it. Again, you cannot get this wrong. Take your time with it and feel these things as though they are already being woven into the tapestry of your life. Do this as you're writing this letter. Okay, so you get your letter written. You're happy with your letter. What do you do next? Well, meditate with it. Meditate with it or pray with it. And so what I do is I will put it against my heart, that heart center, and just feel into it, you know, feel into everything that I've written, everything that I've asked for, everything that I know is coming my way, coming into my field in divine timing. So pray with it, meditate with it. And then the last thing that you're going to do with this letter is you're going to, quote, send the letter to the universe. And this can be done in several different ways. You might want to keep it in a special journal, you know, for safekeeping, something that you can look back on. You might want to put it in a special box or something beautiful, fold it up and put it in like a wish box, something like that. And then there's another very powerful way you can send your letter. Some people like to pray over it and burn the letter in the sacred fire. Burn it. Let it burn away. And as that smoke rises, that's your intentions just going up and out to the universe, sending that strong, strong message to the universe. So that right there is, oh gosh, that's powerful. I can just see all of it in my mind. But those are the 5 steps or the 5 ways to effectively communicate with the universe and know that you are in alignment and in the right vibration. It's kind of like this. You get what you give. You get what you give. If you're sitting around worrying all the time and you are just worried to death about this or that, you can expect experiences that bring in more to worry about. And it just will. And it's taken me a long time to learn this and really understand this. But as I practice these principles that I'm talking to you about today, I can start to feel differently in just a couple of days every time. Because you're going to know when you're not in alignment and you're not emitting that frequency of love and abundance, because you don't feel as good. You don't feel as good. You feel more rigid. You feel tight. You feel irritated. You're not in alignment. Pay attention to how you feel so that you speak to the universe in the most beautiful and effective ways possible. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you on the next video this week. See ya.